There is a combined case study on routing protocols. We'll configure RIP protocol, EIGRP, OSPF, BGP, and also static routing. And then make sure that all the networks are reachable by all the routers. So that's what we're going to do today. So what I do first of all, let us, let's say, configure routing in the ISP1. There are 3 ISPs in this particular case study. Yes, ISP with the AS number 100. We also have ISP with AS number 200. We also have the third ISP with AS number 300. And all the 3 ISPs have got some customers. And all the customers of all the 3 ISPs should be able to talk to each other. So let us work with the first ISP network, which is AS 100. Now within the all these belong to the first ISP, ISP1, which for the routers R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, and R9. So all these routers from R1 to R9, they all belong to the ISP number 1. So let's configure dynamic routing within this ISP. So if I see carefully, this ISP has got R1 to R9, 9 routers. R1, R2, and R3 are running RIP protocol. R3, R4, R5 are running EIGRP 100. And then R8 and R9 are running OSPF. Whereas this side we have static routing. There's no routing protocol here, we have static routing. So first of all, let us configure all this. First, I would like to configure RIP protocol on R1, R2, and R3 router. Let's start with R1 router now. Let us start with R1 router. When I configure RIP protocol on R1 router, I don't want to configure it on the fast Ethernet 0/0 interface. I will enable it only on serial 0/0/0 because there's one more router this side. Because there's no router this side, I don't want to enable RIP unnecessarily on fast Ethernet 0/0. If I enable on fast Ethernet 0/0 here, what happens is RIP protocol sends every 30 seconds the update this side. Every 30 seconds will be sent as a broadcast. If it is IP RIP protocol version 1, if RIP protocol version 2, the update will be sent as a multicast. So be it a unicast or be it a multicast or a broadcast packet, unnecessarily all the network is flooded here every 30 seconds with an update which is not really required because there's no router here to exchange the routes with. So I do not want to enable RIP protocol on this interface, fast Ethernet 0/0. So I enable only on the router here as a whole and also only on the interface serial 0/0/0. So what's the command I should give to enable RIP protocol on R1 now? Router RIP, and then say network 21.0.0.0, right? So let us do that. So I go to R1, the packet tracer here. I go to R1. In R1, I try to use the command. I go to R1. So what do? I say show IP route. It does routes only for the directly connected network IDs. I don't want enable on fast Ethernet 0/0. I want enable only on serial 0/0/0. So I give the command network 21.0.0.0. How do I do that? Enable, I say configure terminal, router rip, and I say network 21.0.0.0. So if I give the command show IP protocols, I can see like this. RIP protocol is enabled, routing only for what? 21 network IDs. Only on serial 0/0/0, I enabled RIP protocol. Right? Similarly, I would like to enable RIP protocol on R2 router. Enable it on both serial 0/0/0 and also serial 0/0/1 by giving the network command for both 21 network as well as 22 network on R2, 21 and 22 on R2 router. Let's do that. So I go to R2 router. So what I do in R2 router now, I say enable. I say show IP route. It knows only for the directly connected network IDs 21 and 22. Enable on both interfaces. So I use the command configure terminal, router rip, and I give the command network 21.0.0.0 and also network 22.0.0.0. Network 21 and network 22. This is what I do on this particular router, R2 router. Now I go to R3. And R3, I enable RIP protocol, but enable it only on serial 0/0/0 interface. I do not enable it on serial 0/0/1. I should enable voice protocol here, no EHRP. I also don't enable here because it is OSPF. And I also don't want to enable here because I'm going to go for static routing here. So I enable only on the interface serial 0/0/0. How do I do that on R3 router? 22 network ID. So I go to R3 router. On R3 router, I say enable, I say show IP route. It knows routes only for the directly connected network IDs. I should enable on 22 network at serial 0/0/0. So I give the command configure terminal, router rip, and I give the command network 22.0.0.0. Now what happens? Because I enabled RIP protocol on all these three routers here, they all talk to each other. Learn the routes. So if I go to R3 router, I give the command show IP route. I should see about what? 22 is directly connected. I should see also about what? 21 network ID because of what? RIP protocol. So let's go to R3. I only see only one route, 21, because of RIP protocol and R3 router. Let us see that now. So I go to R3 router. There I give the command show. I give the command here show IP route. I can say 21 network ID because of what? RIP protocol. If I say show IP route, only RIP protocol route shows that 21 network ID is listed as what? A RIP protocol route on this particular route. But if at all you see the diagram here, even 130, 140 should also be sent, right? Because 130, 140 systems are there here. These systems would like to talk to each other. So this network should also be known to other routers. If I go to R1, on R1, if I give the command network 130.140.0.0, then anyway, this will be sent automatically by RIP protocol. But then I don't want to enable it here because there's no router enabled here. I don't want unnecessary update to be sent this side. But I still want 130.140 network ID to be sent. So what do I do on R1 router now? So I'll allow you to unmute yourself and answer. So what should I do on R1 router now?
Redistribute.
Redistribute what routes?
Connected.
Connected into RIP protocol.
Into RIP protocol.
Connected into RIP protocol. Connected into RIP protocol on this particular router R1. So let us go to R1 now. So I go to R1 router. I go to R1 router. On R1 router, I give the command configure terminal. I say router RIP, and I give the command redistribute the connected network IDs. How do I verify this? Show IP protocols. It shows that RIP protocol is redistributing not only RIP but also connected network. So now if I go to R3 router, I should see this route 11 network ID also. I should see, sorry, 130.140 network also should see on R3 router. My question is, how will that be identified by R3 router? Which part of route will be there for 130.140? What will be the prefix over there in the beginning?
EX.
External.
R or REX?
REX.
REX or only R? Let us say this. So I go to R3, I give the command show IP route. When I say show IP route, now I should see 130.140 also here, right? But that is listed as what? Only R routes. So RIP protocol does not identify them as external or internal. All the routes are R on RIP protocol. Only in EHRPC what? D, external, DEX. On OSPF, how do you see? You see an OSPF as what? OE2, external type 2. On OSPF, you see it as OE2. EHRPC as what? DEX. But RIP, you only see as what? R routes. RIP protocol does not remember it's external route or internal. Even in BGP also shows as what? Only BGP route, B. Only for OSPF, OE2 will be there. Only for EHRP, DEX will be there. Okay. So we're able to configure OS RIP protocol, this particular part of ISP. Any doubts so far? Now, so we configured RIP protocol here now. Now let us configure EIGRP, where on these routers, R4, R5 routers, right? So let us start with, okay, R4 router. I enable on which particular router now? I say router EIGRP 100. I enable EI as a whole on R3 router, and I give network command for what? 32.0, enabling it on serial 0/0/1 interface. 32.0.0.0 on R3, right? So let us go to R3 and do this. 32 network ID. So on R3, I go to R3. So in R3, I give the command here, configure terminal router EIGRP 100 network 32.0.0.0. Right? I enable on this interface on R3 router. Now I also go to where? R4 router. R4 I should enable which interface now? Both serial 0/0/0 as well as serial 0/0/1. I say 32 and 31. 31 and 32 on R4 router. Let's do that. 31 and 32 on R4 router. So I go to R4 router now. When I go to R4 router, there I give the command show IP route. I say enable. I say show IP route 31, 32. So I say configure terminal router EIGRP 100, and I say network 31.0.0.0, and also network 32.0.0.0. 31 and 32. Show IP protocols. I could verify that I'm enabling EIGRP 100 for 31 and 32 network IDs. Fine. Then, now I go to R5 router now. On R5, what should I do now? Enable on R5. I only enable EIGRP on serial 0/0/0, and I don't enable on this interface. Why? Because there's no router this side, and there's no need to send any hello packet this side and try to discover any router as neighbor. There's no routers here. I don't want to enable unnecessarily on this interface and keep on sending some packets unnecessarily this side. So I only give 31.0.0.0 on R5 router. So I go to R5 router. So I go to R5 router. On R5 router, I say enable, I say show IP route. So I don't want enable on 161, so I say simply configure terminal. I say router EIGRP 100, and I give the command network 31.0.0.0. Right? Now once I do that, now if I go to the central router, R3 router, what happens in R3? You should learn about these routes now. So it knows about 32 because directly connected. It also learns about what? 31.0.0.0 because of what? EIGRP. If I go to R3, I should see 31 network ID as what? EIGRP. So I go to R3. I go to R3. On R3, I give the command show IP route. When I give the command show IP route on R3, my question is, how do I see this particular network now? Show IP route. I should see 31 network ID. How will it be listed there? What will be the prefix? Let's say in the beginning, what will be the code?
D.
D, right? So 130, this 31 network ID, these are called as what? Codes. So what will be the code for 31 network ID? D. D stands for dual algorithm, DUAL, dual. You see the data. So EIGRP follows dual, so they would have sense D here. Fine. But what about this network ID? If I don't enable EIGRP on this interface, this 160.170 will not be sent at all. But 160.170 should be known to this router also, right? So what should I do now on R5 router? I should do ready switch now from where to where?
Router 1 to connected, router 5 unconnected.
Connecting to EIGRP 100, right? So I go to R5. I go to R5. There I give the command configure terminal, router EIGRP 100, redistribute the connected network IDs. Once I do this, now if I go to R3 router, I should see about this particular network ID also, right? 160.170 network ID. But my question is, what will be the code for that 160.170 network ID?
DEX.
DEX external.
External route for GEH. I should say what? DEX. Because coming from our registration from other source into EIGRP, I would see it as what? DEX. Fine. Now, I would like to enable here OSP routing protocol. So this also we have done. We have done this also now. So now I would like to do it on the other routers, these routers. So I would like to simply enable here OSPF on R3 and also R8 and also R9. How do I enable an R3 router now? I enable OSPF on R3 router. On which interface? Only serial 0/1/0 interface. I can do it in two different methods. I could give the network command, say network 51.0.0.0, also wildcard mask 0.25.25.25 and then area 1. Or I can simply give it as code interface serial 0/1/0, IP OSPF10 area 1. Both the commands are there. So let us go by the first method, network command. Network what? 51.0.0.0. So I go to R3 router. I go to R3 router. On R3 router, I say configure terminal. I say router OSPF 10 and I give the command network 51.0.0.0 0.255.255.255 area 1. Fine. Similarly, I should now go to this router R8, enable it what? On both this interface and this interface. By giving what? Either I can go to interface command serial 0/0/0, serial 0/0/1. Let us do by the second method on R8. So I go to R8 router. I go to R8. R8. So what do I do on R8 router now? I give the command enable configure terminal router OSPF 10 and I give the command exit interface serial 0/0/0 IP OSPF 10 area 1. Again I say exit interface serial 0/0/1 IP OSPF 10 area 1. I enable it on both the interfaces. Now I should also enable on what? R9 router. Which interface? Serial 0/0/0. Oh, sorry, this is serial 0/0/0. This one is serial 0/0/0/1. Okay, I'll make the correction when I give to you. So I would like to enable on this interface serial 0/0/0. I can either go to interface and then do, or I can simply say 52.0.0.0 and then network command I can give, right? Let's do by the first method. So I go to R9 52 network. I go to R9. R9 52 network, right? So I go to R9. There I give the command enable configure terminal router OSPF 10. I say network 52.0.0.0 0.255.255.255 and I say what? Area 1. Now these two routers have become neighbors to each other. Now if I go to R3 router, what should I see? If I go to R3, I should learn about which particular network ID now, 52 network ID, because of what? OSPF. So it shows it as what? I should see 52 network ID in R3 router. So I go to R3 router. There I give the command show IP route. I say exit. I give the command show IP route. How do I see this network ID now? OSPF. What will be the code for 52 network ID?
External to the external.
OE2 or only O?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, only O, because it is not coming through distribution, right? It shows it as what? Only O, not OE2. If I say show IP route OSPF, it shows one route is there because of what? OSPF. Right. Now, what about this particular part of the diagram? This particular part I should enable with what? Static routing. How do I do that? So let us go to first of all R3 router.
You mean the redistribution for the OSPF?
There's nothing to be redistributed, right?
Or is it?
Because anyway on this interface I'm going to enable what? BGP routing protocol between these two routers, right? BGP. So everything else comes, so there's no need for any redistribution on the OSPF router R9. Correct? Now, these routers R3, R6 and R7 should know about what? 42 network, 41 network and 180, 190 network. So if I go to R3 router, it only knows about what? 42. I should add route for what? 41.0.0.0 and also 180.190.0.0. For these two areas, I should add routes on R3 router. I'm not enabling any dynamic routing protocol here. All this is what? Static routes. So I go to R3, add two static routes. One for what? 41 network. Another one for 180.190 network. But for these two network IDs, what is the next hop address? Next hop address is what? 42.0.0.1. Pass on the packet to this particular router, right? 42.0.0.1. So let's do that. 41 and 180, 190. Pass on to 42.0.0.1. So let's do this on R3 router now. I go to R3 router. On R3 router, I give the command. I say configure terminal IP route for 41.0.0.0 255.0.0.0. Pass on the packet to whom? 42.0.0.1. For 41 network, pass on to whom now? 42.0.0.1. Similarly, IP route for 180.190.0.0, 255.255.0.0, pass on the packet to 42.0.0.1, right? Add these two routes on the router here. Both are what? Set for 41 and 180, 190, 42.1 is the next hop address. Let's have a look at the diagram again. So we added outside saying that for 41 network and 180, 190, pass on the packet whom now 42.1. That's why I should add on R3 router. Next. How should I add the routes on R6 router? R6. When I go R6 knows about 41 and 42 because of what? This two identical. I should only add for which network ID now? 180.
180.
Pass on the packet whom now 41.0.0.1. Only one route, right? We're just doing this particular segment alone right now. So I just add what? Only one route because it knows about this and this already knows, right? So I should only add for what? 180, 190, pass on to whom now 41.1. That should on a R6 router. So let us go to R6 router now. So I go to R6 router. So on R6 router, I should add the routes. So I go to R6, I say enable, I say configure terminal, I give the command IP route for 180.190.0.0, 255.255.0.0. Pass on the packet to 41.0.0.1. I say enter. Right. So added only one route. Fine. So now if I go to this router, the last router should add the standard route. So I go to R7. R7 knows about 41 network and 181 network. These two are directly connected. I should only add routes for what? 42.0.0.0. Pass on the packet to home. 41.0.0.2. So that's what I should do on R7 router. Let us go to R7 router now and add these routes. I go to R7 router. So I go to R7 router. I say enable. So I give the command enable configure terminal IP route for 42.0.0.0, 255.0.0.0. Pass on the packet to 41.0.0.2. I say enter. So this is what I add on this particular router. Right. So you have done static routing everywhere. So that means if I go to this R3 router now, show IP route static should see about what? 41 network and 180, 190 network. Let us go to R3 and give the command now. So I go to R3 router. There, I give the command show IP route. I should see these two routes as what? Static routes. If I show IP route static, I should see these routes 41 and 180, 190 because of what? Static routes. Fine. So what have we done so far? In the ISP network, we have enabled the routing protocols or static routing on the routers that belong to whom? The ISP router. Now if I go to these particular routers now, which router? So if at all I go, let's say for example, R1 and R2 routers, I only see these network IDs only. Will I see, let's say, 31 series from here, or 50 series from here, or 40 series from here, or let's say these other network IDs? I don't see, right? Let's go to R1 and say show IP route on R1. When I go to R1, in R1, I give the command enable. I say show IP route. I only see these three routes only. I see route enable. I do not see other networks and all. So what should I do now? I want R1 and R2 to also learn about other network IDs. So what should I do? Any idea here?
Redistribute.
Redistribute from where to where? From EIGRP into RIP protocol. OSPF also into RIP protocol. And static routes also into RIP protocol. And this particular connected network ID also into RIP protocol. Correct? When I say static, only the static routes 41, 181 and only will go. 42 will not go. In that case, if you see 32 network ID and 51 network ID also connected network ID is only in R3. But still these two will go because EIGRP is enabled on this interface, that also will go automatically. So I should do all this redistribution. 4 times I should give the command into what RIP? EIGRP into RIP, OSPF into RIP, static into RIP, connected into RIP.
Which
But when I'm
IP
trying to
is
send from
from
EHRP into RIP, OSPF 10 into RIP, I should also mention the metric as what? 2 hop count. From static and connect into RIP, I don't have to mention the metric, right?
Yeah.
So let us do this on R3 router. First of all, let us go to R3 router and give the command show IP route EIGRP. I want to send EIGRP routes into RIP protocol. So I go to R3. In R3, let us give the command show IP route. It shows all these routes, show IP route EIGRP. It shows 31 network and 160.170 only your EIGRP routes. What about the 32 network ID? 32 network ID is what? Not an EIGRP route. It is what? A connected route, right? An R3. Let us see this. So I go to R3 router. I give the command show IP route connected. If I go here, I give the command show IP route connected. That's where I see 32 network ID. I see 32 network ID as what? Connected. Fine. So if at all I see an R3 router, only 2 networks only are EIGRP. What are they? 31 network, 160, 170 only are EIGRP routes. 32 is a connected route actually, right? But if I try to redistribute from EIGRP into RIP protocol, 32 network also will be sent because on this interface EIGRP is enabled. Actually 31 network and 160, 170 only are EIGRP routes. This is a D route. This also is what? EIGRP route. This route is connected. Because I'm sending from EIGRP into the protocol, 31 and 160, 170 will anyway go, but 32 also will go because even there's a connected source is connected, this also will go because EIGRP is enabled on this interface. Let's see that. So I go to R3, send from what? EIGRP 100 into RIP protocol. Let's do that. I go to RIP R3. There I give the command configure terminal router RIP. And I say what? Redistribute EIGRP 100 routes with what metric? 2. Metric as what? Into from EIGRP into RIP. I should mention the metric, right? So once I do that, what should I see in R1 router now? If I go to R1 router, previously I could see only 20 series only. Now I say show IP route. I should see those network IDs also here. So if you see carefully, 160, 170 EIGRP route coming into the protocol. Even less 31 network also EIGRP are coming, but why should 32 network ID come? 32 on RIP protocol is actually what? On R3 is what? Connected route. Did I say connected into the protocol? No. Even though I did not say that, as part of redistribution from EIGRP into RIP protocol, the other network ID which is actually connected also has gone because EIGRP is enabled on this interface. You understand now? So both internal EIGRP routes and external EIGRP routes also have gone with just one command. And the connected network ID where EIGRP is enabled also has gone with just one command. Right? So anyway, all the networks are gone, so our purpose is what? Served. Similarly, I want to send OSPF routes also into EIGRP. So which are OSPF routes now? 52 is a OSPF route, but 51 is not an OSPF route. It's actually a connected route. This alone is what? OSPF route. Let us see that on R3 router. So I go to R3 router. Again, I give the command show IP route OSPF. When I say show IP route OSPF, I see only 52 network ID. When I say show IP route connected, that's where I see 51 network ID. This is actually connected route, not an OSPF route. But as part of redistribution from OSPF into RIP protocol, the connected route also will go because OSPF is enabled on. So what do? I say configure terminal router RIP. I say redistribute the OSPF 10 routes. I say enter. So once I do this, let us see which part of routes have come on R1 router now. Now if I go to R1, I should see what? 51 and 52 also, right? So let us go to R1 and give the command show IP route. I go to R1. In R1, I give the command show IP route. So now I should see what? 51 and 52 also I should see. But I'm not seeing any route from OSPF at end, right? Why am I not seeing this? From OSPF into any routing protocol, one more option we should enable. What is that? Read should OSPF. Did I mention the metric?
No.
No, right? From any routing protocol into RIP protocol, we should mention what? Metric.
Metric, yeah.
Because I did not mention, it has not gone right. Now when I enable it, now if I go to R1 router, I should see now those two routes in the routing table. I see now what? 51 network ID and also 52 network ID. The 52 should not actually come because it's connected network ID. But see, that also comes because EIGRP's OSPF is enabled on this interface. Fine, right? Similarly, I would like to send what? Static routes also into RIP protocol. So I should go here now. I should send what? I should send now static routes also into RIP protocol. Let us say now which part of static routes are there? Only 41 network ID and 181 network ID only are static routes. But 42 network is not a static route, that's connected network ID. But will it go? No, because there's no routing protocol here. So I go to R3 router. I go to R3. So what do I do in R3 router now? Again, I go to RIP protocol only. Router RIP. I say, well, redistribute the static routes. Which are static routes in R3 router? Show IP route static. How many routes are there? Only 2 routes are there. 42 network is not a static route. So these two should have gone to R1 router. Let us go to R1 router. When I go to R1 router now, I give the command show IP route. I should see what I should see 41 network ID and also I think 180, 190 network ID. So these two are current static routes. Did I see 42 network ID here? No. Show IP route 42.0.0. Says that network not in table. It's not there. So what should I do now? Because no routing protocol here. So this was, let's say, EIGRP 32 was being sent, even though it is, like, say, connected route. This was being sent because EIGRP is enabled on this interface. This was connected only. This was facing because OSPF was enabled on this interface. But here, statics are being sent. There's no routing protocol, right? So again, what should I do now? Send what? Connected network IDs also into RIP protocol. If at all I want to see 42 network ID on these two routers. So I go to R3 router. There. I give the command configure terminal, router RIP, redistribute, also the connected network IDs. Once I do this, now if I go to R1 router, what should I see there? There I say show IP route. I should see what? 42 network ID also I should see now. Right? Even if I show IP route 42, it says route is a routing table. Right? So I see all the network IDs on this table. You understand? No? So we configure redistribution from other routing protocols into RIP protocol. Static routes also into RIP protocol. From EIGRP into RIP, OSPF into RIP, static also into RIP, connected also into RIP. So if you have any doubts now, you can ask me.
Sir,
Abde Karim.
and yeah, so does that mean now and router 9 has all the networks?
No, only R1 and R2 only will know all the routes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So far. Right? Only R1, R2 only know all the routes. Let's see this in R2 also. So I go to say R1 router again. I give the command show IP route. It knows about all the network IDs. 20 series are there, 30 series is there, 40 series is there, 50 series is there, and also these three networks also are there. Even if I go to R2 router also, I should see all the routes. Even if I go to R2 router, there also I should see all the routes. So R2 also, I say enable, I say show IP route. Show IP route. I should see all these routes on R2 also. But other network IDs, other routers, like for example, if I go to R5 now, if I go to R5 for example, I should see only 30 only I see. I will not see 20 series or 50 series or 40 series over there. Let's see that. So I go to R5 router. I go to R5 router. An R5 router, I give the command enable show IP route. I only see about EIGRP routes only. I don't see other networks. So what should I do now? What should I do to see these routes? As how we send other protocol routes into RIP protocol, I should send routes from where? RIP protocol into EIGRP, OSPF also into EIGRP, static also into EIGRP, and connected also into EIGRP. Correct? Any doubts on this here?
Yeah, Mr. Koti.
Yes. Suleiman?
Yes, sir. Quick question. EIGRP, when it's redistributed into RIP, it also redistributes the connected as well. Is that only certain protocols that do that?
Yes. Because EIGRP is enabled on it, the current also will go, as far as it goes. That's not the truth with IP version 6. There also should add another keyword called include connected. But other routing protocols like RIP, EIG, OSPF, the current also will go because on that interface, the routing protocol is enabled.
Mr. Koti.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Kader?
Yeah, just the static side. When you did the redistribution, they got all the statics. Why? I didn't understand why the 42 was separated and it wasn't
Because
there.
42 was a connected route. In this case also, please see this carefully. When I'm sending from EIGRP into RIP protocol, there's no business for 32 network ID to also go. Because 32 is what? A connected route on R3, not EIGRP route. There's no business for R3 to send 32 network ID also into these routers. But it says 32 also because EIGRP is enabled on this interface. Because EIGRP is enabled on this interface, 32 network, it also is going part as part of redistribution also being sent. But here in this case, these are all what static routes. There's no routing protocol here, right? That's why 42 network was not going. You should be sending it separately again.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
understand now?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So now let us send from RIP protocol into EHRP. Then let us send from OSPF into EHRP. Also send from static routes into EHRP. Also send connector routes into EHRP. Where should I do that? On R3 router, right? Into EHRP. Shall I do at one go? At one go, I give all the commands on R3 router. Let's see that now. So let us go to R3 router. I say exit. So I give the command router EIGRP 100. Redistribute the RIP protocol routes with what metric? 128, 20,000, 150, 150, 1500. Correct? Means what? For all the routes you are sending from RIP protocol into EHRP, calculate the metric using these particular parameters in the formula. Similarly, redistribute OSPF 10 routes with the metric 128, 20,000, 150, 150, 1500. Then what? Redistribute the static routes. For that, I don't have to mention the metric. And also redistribute the connected network IDs, right? I said all the 4 at one go on R3 router. Now let us check whether all these routes are really coming or not. So how do I check? I go to, let's say, R5 router. I see whether it knows about 21 series, also 40 series, and also 50 series. 21, 22, 41, 42, 51, 52, and also 130, 140, and also 180.190. You should know about all this, right? On R5. Let's go to R5 and do this. So I go to R5 router. Now I give the command show IP route. I should see what I see. 21 and 22. I also see 41 and 42. I also see 51 and 52. And also I see 130, 140, 180, 190. You understand now? So all the routes are coming. So no issues Cisco packet tracer from sending the static routes into EHRP. Abdi Hakim, you are saying this now? You asked that question in the beginning of the class that you're not able to do this, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah, it's happening from static into EHRP also, not a problem.
Thank you, sir.
You can do this. Yes, welcome. So any doubts in this here? At one go, I sent all this, right? So any confusion so far?
Yes, Mr. Koti,
Yes, Abdi?
you configure all of them at once on router 3, right?
Correct.
EJRB and OSPF.
So I'm gathering all the routes from RIP protocol, EHRP, OSPF, and all on R3 router. That's where I'm doing, let's say, redistribution from one routing protocol to other routing.
But static is not there, no?
Static also is there. We'll see now. So far I've sent from what? RIP into EHRP, OSPF into EHRP, and now static into EHRP, connected also into EHRP. Previously we have done from where? EHRP into RIP protocol, OSPF also into RIP protocol, static routes also into RIP protocol, connected also into RIP protocol, right? We are doing one by one. We'll also see how to send the routes into static routes. We'll see that. Any more questions here? Abdi, you understood this?
Yeah, Mr. Koch again. You know, when you redistributed the static Did you do redistribute connected for static or just redistribute static?
No, we sent from static. Static was sending only 41 and 180, 190 only.
Rip into static.
No, we did not do rip in static. We'll see how to do that. We're only doing one by one. We have done EIGRP into RIP. This way, into RIP we have done so far. We also have done into EIGRP so far. Now we are going to do into OSPF into static. We are still doing, not yet done. Okay.
So the one you just did was RIP into static into RIP, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I did the other way around. Okay.
Now let us send the routes from EIGRP into OSPF, RIP protocol also into OSPF, static routes also into OSPF, the connected network ID also into OSPF. Where am I doing this now? An R3 router. Before doing that, let us go to R9. I'll only see this 51 network ID, 52 network ID only over there. Right? Let's see that before doing registration on R9. So I go to R9. On R9, I say enable. I give the command show IP route. What do I see? I see only 11, 51, 52 only, right? So what do I do now? Let us go to R3 and then do the redistribution again. So I go to R3. So where should I go? I'm trying to put from a RIP into OSPF, EIGRP into OSPF, static into OSPF, and then to send the 42 alone, connected into OSPF. I say exit. So I give the command router OSPF 10. Redistribute the RIP protocol routes. Redistribute the EIGRP 100 routes. Redistribute the static routes. Redistribute the connected network IDs. You understand now? I'm sending into OSPF RIP, EIGRP static as well as connected routes. Now if I go to R9, I should see all the routes now. I go to R9. There I give the command show IP route. I should see all the network IDs. I see what 21, 22, 31, 32, 41, 42, 51, 52, and also 130, 140, 160, 170, 180, 190. You understand now? All the routes I'm able to see on R9 router. Right? So I send into OSPF also I sent all the routes. Now the question is, if I go to R7 router, will I see these network IDs? No, right? I only see what? 42, 41, and 180, 180 will I see. Let us go to R7 router. I go to R7 router. On R7 router, I say enable. I give the command show IP route. What do I see? I see only 41, 42, 180, 190 only I see here. Now the question is, can I redistribute from the dynamic routing protocols into static? Can I do RIP into static? Can I do EIGRP into static? Can I ask OSPF into static, connected into static? I can't do this, right? Static is what? Not a routing protocol. Nobody is there to advertise. We are simply adding the routes. So actually what should I do on R7 router? For example, I should add static routes for what? All the network IDs, 21, 22, 31, 32, 40, 51, 52, and also 130, 140, 160, 170. Send the packet home 41.0.0.2. In NASIC, I say for all network IDs, send the packet to whom now? 42.0.0.2, right? You understand now? Because there's no routing protocol here. There's no routing protocol here. So I want these routers to know routes about 21, 22 and all, I should add what? For all the network IDs, I should say an R7 pass on the packet whom now 41.0.0.2. And I should say for R6, for all these network IDs pass on the packet whom now 42.0.0.2. Not only for this net, later when I'm trying to send the packets to these network IDs also, everywhere in the world, I should keep on adding the static routes, right? But if you see carefully, instead of adding so many static routes, I can simply add one default route on R7, right? I say any net, any mask, if you simply don't know, pass on the packet whom now 41.0.0.2. I also inform R6, if you don't know any net, any mask, pass on the packet whom now 42.0.0.2. One simple default route on R7 and one simple default R6 will do the work, right? Instead of adding static routes for everywhere, all the networks on these routers, I simply add the default. Any questions on this discussion, you can ask me now. You understood this? I simply add one default on R7, one default on R6.
Professor Kotti, I missed a few points on default route and another one. Are we recording this? Are you gonna post it today?
Yes, yes. I'm recording only. Let me check again. Yes, recording is happening. No issues.
I was off air for a while and then came back.
No problem. Recording is being done. Anyway, I'll do the same thing on other ISP source. I'll be doing the same thing, so you can exceed that. At least 3-4 times I'm going to do this, so no problem.
That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
Koti?
Any doubts here?
Yeah, Mr. Koti.
Yes.
Yeah, when you were doing the OSPF, you didn't give any statics. So, I mean, a metric. Does the metric only go for EIGRB or?
Into read protocol, mention the metric. Into EIGRB, mention metric. Into OSPF, into ISS, into BGP, no need for metric. It takes it automatically.
So into EIGRB you say, into RIP you say, but OSPF you don't do it.
You don't have to give. Not required. You want, you can give, but not required.
Oh, okay.
Right? So let us go to R6, add a default route on R6 pointing to what? 42.0.1. Let's go to R6 router now. So I go to R6 router.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand what we have done on R7 now. We haven't done anything, do we?
We have not done anything yet.
Yes.
So I go to R6 router. On R6 router, what am I doing? I'm simply adding a default route. Instead of adding so many static routes, I say configure terminal. I say IP route. I say 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0. Pass on the packet to R6, right? 42.0.0.2. This is the route I add on R6 route. Now if I go show IP route, I can see these routes only in the router. Instead of adding routes for all the routes in the world, anyway, next stop is going to be R3 route. I simply add a default route on R6 pointing to whom now? R3 route. Any net, any mask, pass on to whom now? 42.0.0.2. You can also have a look at the diagram again if you want. You understand now? R6 at default, say any net in mask, simply pass on to 42. Similarly, what do I do in R7? Any net you are simply pass on to whom now? 41.2, right? So let's go and add a static route on R7 now. I go to R7. Add a static default route over there. Saying configure terminal IP route 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0, pass on to whom now? 41.0.0.2, which is R6 router. 41.0.0.2 and R7. So on R7 I said, any net in mask simply send to what? 41.0.0.2, right? So that's how I do. I don't do redistribution of routes from RIP into static, EIGRP to static, OSPF to static. I can't because it's not a routing protocol. So I should add static routes for all the network IDs. Instead of adding for all this separately, one static default route we do on R6 and on R7. Now, if everything is fine, if these systems could talk to each other, the systems in the ISP number 1 should be able to talk to each other, right? Right. So let us check that. Let us go to the system here, 130.140.0 is IBM system here. IBM connect is connected to this particular ISP here. IBM also is there, Cisco also is there. And then there's something called NASA, NASA.gov also is there. So all these customers should be able to ping each other, right? So let's check that from 130.140.0.10, right? Ping whom? 160.170.0.10 Cisco, FTP and HTTP server .10 and .20, and also 180.190.0.10 and .20. So let us go to IBM web server and then do it. So I go to IBM web server. So I go to ibm.com. I go to the command prompt. I say ipconfig. Where am I? 130.140.0.10, right? So I give the command ping 160.170.0.10. I could ping. If everything is fine, I should be able to ping. Yes, right? Can I ping 160.170.0.20? Yes. So I can ping systems. IBM systems are able to talk to Cisco systems because they are connected to same ISP only. Can I ping from here 180.190.0.10 NASA? NASA also I could ping. Can I ping, let's say NASA 180.190.0.20 also I could ping. You understand now? So I'm able to ping or to verify. So my question is, anybody has got any doubts, you can ask me. Now we completed the configuration of routing protocols and also distribution on the ISP router here, ISP 1. Before proceeding further into ISP 2 and 3, I would like to take any questions if you have.
Mr. Koti.
Yes, Abdi Karim.
Yeah, do we need to add a default route from router 3 to router 7?
Not required. Why should I add it? Not required. We added already what? Static routes for that. We added specific static routes we added, right? R3 to R7. No, it should only say for which network on the R3 router for these two network, 41 network ID and 180.190 network ID, we added what? Static routes. Specific routes we added. Default route we did not add. Right? Default route should only point towards whom? R3. If at all you go here, add a default route again on R3 router, saying pass on to R7. If you don't know, if these systems want to send a packet, any network which is not their routing table, routing loop will be there. This is what comes to R7, doesn't know route sends to what? R2, R6, doesn't know sends to what? R3. R3 send it back to R6, R6 again. Again R6 to R7. There will be routing loop here. If at all you add a default route on R3 pointing to R7. Should never do that, right? You understand?
Yes, Mr. Koti.
Yes, Mehdi Adan.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, everybody looks like seems confused about the statics when in terms of redistribution. On our journey on R3, the last one, we have done OSPF redistribution. We have done EGRP redistribution. I'm not sure if we have done or it is necessary to do it. Redistribution static on router 3.
Yeah. Static routes should be sent into EHRP OSPF and protocol, but static is not routing protocol, right? It's not static route. You are adding the routes manually. So you can't reach from RIP into who's going to advertise
For
the
the
static, right?
distribution.
So we have to do again manually should add routes.
Okay.
No problem. Maybe by tomorrow evening I'll update all the case studies again with the specification and all. We can use solution also for the previous. So small ones are there. You do those small ones, this bigger one will be easier.
Okay.
Just need some practice. That's nothing else. But you're understanding the concept, right? Please understand the concept. Commands and all are easy. Even if you Google, you get the commands, right? You should understand what the concept, what we are doing, why we are doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I
Thank you.
proceed with the next ISP now?
Yes.
We have 2 more ISPs to go, right?
Do you
And
have
if I
time for that?
enable BGP again, BGP into this, that, so many things are there to do. It's a very
Yeah.
lengthy, even though the case study looks small with only 23 routers, it's a big case study. It may take even 2-3 days for us to do. To go only for 1 or 2 hours every day. Fine. So let us go here and then do it now. So I would like to configure what? OSPF now. Let us see in the second ISP. ISP number 2 is having the BGP number 200. So let us see how to configure between what? OSPF between these routers. R10 router, R11 router, and R12 router. Let's configure OSPF. Let us start with whom now? R10. I go enable OSPF 10 here and enable each interface now 62 network ID, right? So let's give network command enable on this one. So I go to R10 62 network ID. R10 62 network ID. So I go to R10, I enable on what? 62 network ID here. So I go to R10 router. So I go to R10 router. I say enable. I say configure terminal. I say router OSPF 10. And I say network 62.0.0.0 to 0.255.255.255 area 1. I enable on R10. Similarly, I should enable on which part router now? R11. Which network ID? 61 network and 62 network on R11. Let's do that. 61 and 62 on R11. So I go to R11, 61 and 62. So I go there. There I give the command enable configure terminal router OSPF 10 network 61.0.0.0 0.255.255.255 area 1 and now 62 area 1. 62 also area 1, right? 61 and 62 area 1 and R11. Similarly, I go to now R12 router. So what do I do on R12 router now? Enable only on this interface only and do not enable on this interface, right? So I only give network 61 only on R12. Network 61. So I go to R12 router. So I say enable, I say configure terminal router OSPF 10, and I say network 61.0.0.0.255.255.255 area 1. Network 61 area 1. An R12 router. So now if I go to this particular router here, if I go to R10 router, will I see here 61 network anyway I'll be seeing. I also see 62, right? But will I see 201.202? No, right? Let's say this confirm on R10 router. So I go to R10 router. I go to R10 router. There I give the command show IP route. I only see what 61 network, right? I don't see 201.202. So what should I do now? What should I do?
Connect.
To repeat.
Connected into what? OSPF, where? On R12 router. So let us go to R12 router and say it is connected. R12. I go to R12 router. There I give the command configure terminal router OSPF 10 redistribute the connected network IDs. Once I do that, now if I go to R10 router, now if I go to R10, I should see about what? 201 also I should see now, right? Let's go to R10. I go to R10 router. When I go to R10 now, I give the command show IP route. I should see about other network card also I should see. Right. Similarly, this side I should enable what? I should enable this side what? This side I should enable OSPF, EIGRP 200. So where should I enable EI 200 now? I should enable it on R10 router on 72 network ID. Let's do that. R10 EI 200, EIGRP 200 on 72 network ID. 72. So I go to R10. On R10 I say configure terminal. I say router EIGRP 200 and I say network 72.0.0.0. Right? This is what I do on this particular R10 router. Then I go to R13, enable on what? 71 and 72 network on R13. 71 and 72 on R13. R13, 71 and 72. R13. R13, 71 and 72. So here I give the command enable configure terminal router EIGRP 200 network 71.0.0.0 and network 72.0.0.0. Network 71 and 72 on R13. Right? Now again I go to R14. I say what? EIGRP 71 I enable. I don't want to say enable it here. I say what? Redistribute the connected into what? EIGRP. Let's do that at one go on R14. 71 and redistribute connected. On R14. I go to R14. So what do I do in R14 now? In R14, I say enable, I say configure terminal, I say router EIGRP 200 network 71.0.0.0, and also I say redistribute the connected network. You know why am I giving this command, right? At one go I give these two commands. Now if I go to R10, what do I say in R10? R10 I should see all these networks, 71 and also 207 I should see, right? Let's go to R10 and give the command. I go to R10. There I give the command show IP route. Show IP route. I could see 201, 207, and also 71 network. Show IP route, EIGRP routes. I can see these two routes, 71 and 2. You understand now? Now what should I do? I should again do a redistribution between these two routing protocols, right? Right now, if I go to R12, I want first of all the customers of their own ISP only talk to each other. Here I say 201.202 is there. I also have here 207 and all. They cannot talk to each other right now. Let's go to R12. If I go to R12, I do not see 70 series routes on R12. I go to R12 router. I go to R12. There, I give the command show IP route. What happens? I do not see 70 series. So what should I do now? From where to where I should do redistribution? From EIGRP into what? EIGRP into OSPF, and also from OSPF into what? EIGRP. Where on R10, right? So these two networks could talk to each other. So let us go to R10. Let us go to R10. There on R10, what do I do? I give the command configure terminal. I say router OSPF 10 redistribute EIGRP 200 routes. I don't know how to say with so and so metric, not required, because the OSPF takes it automatically. Again, I say exit. Now I should go to what? Router EIGRP 200. And then I say what? Redistribute OSPF 10 routes. With what metric? With the metric as what? 128, 20,000, 150, 150, 1500. Right? Send all those routes into EIGRP with so and so metric. I've done two-way redistribution on R10 router. Once I do that, now if I go to any R12 route, I should see what? I should see those routes. Even if R14 also, I should see those routes, right? Let us do that. Let's go to R12 and R14. So I go to R12 router first of all. I go to R12 router first of all. I say what? Show IP route. I should see the 70 series routes also I can see. Similarly, I go to R14. Now if I go to R14 now, again if I say show IP route, I should see those routes in the routing table. I also see those routes in the routing table. You understand now? Now can the customers of the same ISP talk to each other? They should, right? So if at all I go to here, I have internet clients and ISP DNS server. If I go to 207.208.209.10, from there I would like to ping 201.202.203.10. The ISP DNS I should be able to ping, right? So let us go here to internet client 1 and then try to ping. I go to internet client 1. I go to internet client 1. I go to desktop. I go to command prompt. From there I go to, like, say, the internet client. I give the command ipconfig. Where am I? I'm on 207.208.208.10. There I will command ping 201.202.203.10. I should get the reply. So the systems in the same ISP2 also are able to talk to each other. You understand here? Any doubts so far? So what we have done in the other ISP, same thing only we have done here also. Any doubts so far here?
Yes, Mr. Koti.
Yes, sir.
So we
Other?
mentioned metric in this redistribution. Is it only when it is OSPF?
Only when it's SRE protocol and EAJ. Into RIP protocol. You're asking RIP protocol to advertise. You're asking EAJ to advertise. You should also mention with what metric. You're asking OSPF to advertise. Even ISIS or BGP. No need for mentioning metric. It takes it automatically.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, I would like to make these customers also talk to those customers now. We have what? Customers in ISP1 are there. I want customers in ISP talk to customers in ISP number 2. What should I do now? Enable BGP between these two. If the customer 1 wants to talk to other customer, we choose one router as what? Border router. Border router. This was acting as what? Border router for ISP2. Border router. Now between the border routers, we enable which routing protocol? BGP routing protocol. And then ask them, make them what? Neighbors. Then send from what? OSPF into BGP, OSPF into BGP, EAJ also into BGP. Then again I should say what? BGP into OSPF, BGP into OSPF, BGP into EAJ. Then what happens now? All the customers again can talk to each other. You understand here? Shall we do it tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Koti, yes.
So many comments today, right? So,
Maybe you have been working for 2 hours now.
We'll do BGP tomorrow and make these ISPs talk to each other. Both the customers talk. Then we also have one more ISP here, right? We'll also do that again. Then make sure that all of them talk to each other properly.
So tomorrow is Saturday. Is there a class or it's Monday, you mean?
Monday.
Monday. Shall I have Monday or like what will you say? You want to have class tomorrow? You can have class tomorrow.
I think Monday will be better.
Monday.
Monday would be better.
It give you time.
We need to revise at the weekend.
So we'll do tomorrow. So what I do tomorrow, I try to upload all the videos. Right?
If
And
you,
also upload all the case activities also I'll upload so that you can watch and also do.
Celebrate your Diwalis and holiday during the weekend.
It's actually Sankranti.
Sankranti, okay.
Yes, Pongal holidays.
Okay.
Mr. Koti, we don't want you to overload and overworked.
Not a problem.
Therefore, take your time. We do it Monday, inshallah.
Okay, very good. Okay then.
You also look tired, so have a good night's sleep, sir.
Have a good sleep.
Thanks, sir. Okay, then good night. Huh?
thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you, Koti. Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good weekend.
Good night, sir.